welcome back to another video of the HTML and CSS web development course. So, in this section we're gonna start with CSS. So, CSS is another word for cascade style sheets, and it's used to beautify your website. And it's like one of the mostly used cascade languages on the web. You also have, like, besides CSS, you also have SAS. That is also something that's really become popular. A little bit more powerful than CSS itself, I think. And when you work with CSS, you can like work with inline CSS, external CSS. You can even work with CDN CSS. And the difference is that inline CSS is happening inside the HTML page, like what we did here, right? So the style property. And external CSS, that is the same CSS that is in an external file. What you also have is like CDN. So CDN is a system, and it allows you to have the content somewhere, like on a server or something, and everybody can use it. So for example, Bootstrap or React, you can use those frameworks using CDN. And on some parts, when you have like a really small web server with only a few megabytes of storage, it's really easy because you don't have to worry about extra costs. But maybe you work with a really big web server, then you don't have to do it. And the biggest problem with CDN is you don't know how reliable it is, because the moment the server where you pulling your CSS from is offline, your website is gonna be it's not gonna be as beautiful as it was before. And yeah, so that's why inline CSS and external CSS on your own web server are mainly used. And the biggest reason why we do everything in external CSS files is because it's easier, it looks better. I mean, if you look at the HTML code right now, it doesn't look really appealing, right? Because of the colors, or because of the extra styles and extra attributes. That's why inline CSS is normally not done. When one of my colleagues at Devscorch works with inline CSS, I send back the project and I let them put it in external CSS files, because I just don't like to witness it. And that's why I think that external CSS is the best thing to go. So that was a little bit the difference between the different kinds of CSS we have. In the next video we're gonna start with our own main CSS file, and we're gonna transfer all the CSS that we have in here in the HTML. We're gonna transfer back to the main CSS file so that it looks all nice and clean. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something, and I hope to see you in the next.